Welcome to UD Productions. As you see, I'm in the grind. Just check out my background. Today I want to talk about one of the most important things that this show has ever talked about, UD Productions. And I want to talk about the battle of Dr. Mutulu Shakur's life. As we all know, he is a political prisoner of the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers, as we know, was a very controversial group. They were like enforcers of Malcolm X, basically what I'm gonna say. They didn't believe in doing what Martin Luther King did, because Martin Luther King, he just wanted to march for peace. And what was going on? People was getting attacked by dogs, sprayed by water, and so on and so on. Shot, mace sprayed in their face. Innocent kids was getting killed back in those days. So the Black Panthers and Malcolm X and even down to Marcus Garvey, they took a stance against that. And they understood that it was something that wasn't right to do, that was going on. It was a bad situation. It was very bad. And these guys took a certain stance behind that. But I'm gonna just say this, that was before my time, and even though it was before my time, I still remember just coming up, our public schools taught things of that nature. We was taught about Malcolm X. We was taught about Marcus Garvey. We was taught about the Black Panthers. They were still teaching that in the schools when I was coming up. And the one thing I am going to say, Dr. Mutulu Shakur, I've read a lot of things on him. I am a fan because, just certain things that the brother did, he had courage to do it. It takes a strong person to do it. He was basically the Robin Hood of that day. But the thing is also, Shakur was one of those people who, she was a strong black woman who fought that good fight, and even until her dying day, she still had a rough time in life because of who she was. And who she, even if she was alive, she still would have had that on who she is. And it's sad. Tupac Shakur, I believe he suffered a certain fate when he was living. It wasn't just over the Las Vegas situation. He suffered a certain fate due to who he was connected to. He was known as a baby panther. And even to this day right now, there's people, the Panthers still exist. We all know that, and I'm not gonna talk about that, because I'm not at liberty to talk about that. But for those that know, we understand there's a lot of political groups that exist, a lot of them, but the one thing that I am gonna say is this brother had 6 months to live. I don't know if y'all know this. Like I said, I was looking at YouTube one day, and a YouTuber had pointed that out. He said, "Y'all guys, I'm gonna give him his props, because I believe that brother. He said a lot of knowledgeable things. A lot of people may not agree with him in a lot of things that he say, but Mr. Hassan Campbell, I believe the brother is intelligent. And I mean, hey, I believe he said a lot of good things. That may have some type of relevance of today. It's always good to listen. Each one teach one. We learn every day. You can learn from a baby. And he said that y'all guys should be looking at what's going on with Mr. Dr. Mutulu Shakur. Worry about what's going on with that brother instead of the little petty things that you are worried about right now as a people. But like he said, we ain't even got one foot in the door. That's how bad the situation is with us as a people. We're all brothers and sisters. White brothers, white sisters, black brothers, black sisters, you know, and so on and so on. But my thing is, and my take is this: if you could let people out of prison that were rapists and murderers out of the prison due to a health hazard, why can't you let that brother out of prison to go and, you know, meet his maker, being around his family? And I truly believe that that's the right thing to do, because that brother, as far as I'm concerned, he's been in there for a long time. And whatever crime that they saying that he did, 35 years, that's a long time, man. That's a long time for anybody. You mean to tell me the only way that brother's gonna get out of there is through a coffin? That's not right. And if you ask me, that's inhumane to do that to a human being in general, regardless of who it is. What can he do? There's nothing else that brother can do. He is sickened with a disease. There's nothing else that he can do. Nothing. You know, I mean, the people who made these laws, who's letting this happen, you know, and maybe they finally did honor the family's request, because I'm kind of late on it. You know, but if they didn't, think about if that was you. What would you like to be done? Would you like to pass away in prison? Would you like to do that? We all have a past. Okay? And like I always say, only God could judge my heart. Mankind is going to judge your actions. Mankind will never ever know why you did what you did. But as long as you at peace with God, God only knows what you have done. No man will never know what you have done. Mankind cannot speak for you. Only God can. And we as human beings, we're wrong all the way, man. We're wrong all the way. We ain't never gonna be no right in what we do. Never. Only God can judge you. No human being, no man from mankind could ever judge you on this earth whatsoever. I don't care what you do. No man can ever judge you. I don't care. It never happened. No man can judge you. You know, and that's the mistake that we make as human beings. We judge each other. Now don't get me wrong. You know, we do talk about each other because that's only human. You gonna talk about your fellow man. You gonna talk about your fellow sister. You gonna run your mouth. You gonna run your mouth without even knowing if there's any truth to anything that you're saying. Not even knowing if it's actual factual. But the one thing I am gonna say, we here at UD Productions, we care about people. And even though this brother was before my time, his stepson was a favorite of mine. And you know, I'm just gonna say, you know, let that man go home and rest in peace with his family. You know, because Why should you care more about an animal than a human being? That's a human being right there. And I do believe he deserved to be with his family. And this is as real as I can get. You know, regardless of what someone thought he did or what they said he did, you know, there's no right and there's no wrong in this. You know, it's just being a human being. This man is dying from a rare blood disorder. I just, like I said, I really think that, man, we take things a little too, actually not a little too far, we take things very far. Look at the lady who was responsible for Emmett Till's death. This lady was never convicted, and she was an accessory in that crime, and she was never convicted. We need to wake up and stop with the double standards. That's what we need to do, because you know what? We as a human race, we have too many double standards in a lot of things. We're all brothers and sisters. When you take a heart out of someone, they don't say, well, was he black? Was he white? No, it's your blood type. With that, I'm gonna say peace, y'all. And just think about what I said. I don't wish to offend anyone or make anyone feel uncomfortable, but it is what it is. You know, regardless of what you think this brother may have done, I think this brother deserves to see the day of light. I don't think this brother deserves to leave this earth from, you know, escaping his body, you know, from a place like prison. Even down to Larry Hoover. You know, I mean, it's wrong with Larry Hoover, because from what I hear, there's people trying to exploit this man. They trying to exploit who he is. And that's wrong on so many levels. I think he deserves to be free as well. All of the people that this man have known, a lot of them are dead. The youth in Chicago, they're definitely not gonna follow that brother, because he on another level. He on a positive level. He ain't on that type of level where he gonna try to. The younger kids, they just not gonna listen to him. So with that being said, y'all, this is UD from UD Productions. Peace and have a blessed day. And just think about what I said. Think about it. Peace.